Welcome Alexa users, this is BB Nate and you're listening to Tatooine Sons HoloNet. Here's the latest Star Wars news from my dad, the Bowtie Jedi Guy.
This is your Star Wars news for Monday, March 12th, 2018. I'm David, the Bowtie Jedi Guy Jesse. Dave Filoni reveals his thoughts about Jacen Syndulla. The executive producer of Star Wars Rebels shared a little bit about the shocking character reveal at the end of the show's final episode a week ago. Filoni said, "It seemed in a very small way, naming him Jacen was a way to honor the expanded universe character of Jacen Solo, who just really isn't there anymore as the timelines have changed. I thought there's a little bit of a wink to people that I know that was an important character, and maybe in some way that lives on through this character. I don't know yet. In Star Wars lore, the introduction of a new young character rarely happens without major ramifications. We'll have to wait and see what the offspring of Kanan, Jarrus, and Hera Syndulla becomes." The director of A Wrinkle in Time will not direct a Star Wars movie. Ava Duvernay has seemed for many to be the obvious choice to be the first female director of a Star Wars film, but Duvernay took to Twitter last week to rule herself out in a reply to a fan's comment suggesting that her work on A Wrinkle in Time is aligned with what Lucasfilm is doing with the Star Wars franchise. Duvernay said, "Star Wars is not for me, but very happy you dug A Wrinkle in Time." Lucasfilm and Disney have been criticized of late for their lack of female directors and writers. And finally, John Boyega shares his thoughts about Carrie Fisher. The actor from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi shared his feelings about the late Carrie Fisher and her impact on him in an interview with The Guardian. Boyega said, "She represented to me what I needed to see at the time. Somebody who was just unapologetically herself. Somebody who does not fit into any category." Up next, today in Star Wars history, but first, here's Samuel the Hutt.
Hi Alexa users, this is Samuel the Hutt. Thanks for listening to Tatooine Sons HoloNet. If you're enjoying the Star Wars news flash briefing, I want to invite you to check out our weekly show called Tatooine Sons, a Star Wars podcast. You can find it on all major podcast directories. May the Force be with you.
On this date in 2015, Lucasfilm announced that Rian Johnson would direct Star Wars Episode 8, and that the name of the first Star Wars anthology film would be Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. That's the most important Star Wars news for the day. May the Force be with you.
Tatooine Sons HoloNet is brought to you by faithful supporters on Patreon. To learn more about Tatooine Sons, please go to TatooineSons.com. That's Tatooine Sons, SONS.com.